Hello everyone, my name is Adedoyin Jaiyesimi and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you about something that I stumbled on LinkedIn. I saw it on the page called the PR Girl Manifesto, and please follow the page. Very interesting. I like some of the insights that come out from the page. But this particular post, it was a repost for someone's post, and the person was talking about whether a master's degree or an advanced degree in PR and comms is actually beneficial. And I thought, oh, this would be good content to talk about, because I'm sure there are a number of us that are considering, should I do a master's degree? Should I not do a master's degree? Is it going to be in any way beneficial for me in my career? So I'm going to share with you my personal experience and share some tips that I hope will help you to make that decision. I have a master's degree in communications, and when people ask me about whether they should get a master's degree, as with every career question that I get asked, I always say it really depends on you and what you want to achieve. Some of you that have been following my channel for a while, you know why I pursued a master's degree, but I will just say it for the purpose of this video. At the point where I went to do a master's degree, I had done a career audit. Now, at that time, I really wanted to become a chief communications officer. Maybe if I go back to the 9-to-5 track, that would still be my goal. So I done the career audit, and I realized that the people that held that position had some sort of education. So whether they had a bachelor's degree in PR and comms, or they had a master's degree, or they had a professional certification. And I weighed my options, and I decided that I will go for a master's degree. There is a dimension to it where I was praying one day and I really saw God highlights the name and the school, and by the time I checked the program, it was very robust. What I wanted at the time was I wanted to do a degree that was very robust and all encompassing, because remember, I studied law. I didn't have any formal education in public relations and communication, so I wanted something that would broaden my mind. I wanted to be in a class where I would also learn from people, and I decided to go for that master's degree, and I have no regrets absolutely whatsoever. One thing I loved about the master's degree that I did was that we weren't just learning about communications and PR topics. I learned about accounting, I learned entrepreneurship. There were other topics. In fact, there was self-development topics, interpersonal skill building topics that were not really like core PR and comms topics. I also liked the fact that we had a photography and videography class. So I did learn things on Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Premiere. We had to submit our assignments. Yes, that's also part of comms, but I learned the technical aspect of it. There's so many other things that we learned that were not core comms and PR topics that have helped me afterwards. Another thing that I liked about the experience doing that master's was that a lot of our professors were professionals that had worked with global agencies. They had worked on global briefs. One of them had been the global communications director of one of the top European banks. So they were telling us real things and real insights. Like, it was so good. And then just rubbing minds with my classmates. I was one of the oldest, I'm going to admit, but it was really nice listening to my classmates, just also learning from them. There was also a module on research that we had to do like proper assessment on. It was broad, and it was really good. We learned about sponsorship, reputation management. I really liked it. And one of my favorite courses was called communications consulting. Really how to be a consultant, how to charge for your services. Yes, it was very Eurocentric, but I was able to use some of the principles even afterwards. So for me, it was absolutely critical. Now, I am currently studying towards a professional certification in communications, and that's the IABC certification. I also am hoping to be able to do the CIPR, one of the diplomas. Maybe I'll do the general one. I don't know if I'll do the specialized one, but when I'm ready, I will choose it. Why am I sharing this with you? For me, it's really about where you are now and where you want to go, and what this thing is going to add to you. I wanted knowledge that was broad. I wanted knowledge that would expand my mind and my perspective. One of the things that the lady that had done the post had written, which is very, very valid, is that the PR and comms industry is very experience-based. So I know people that they have the master's degree, they did the bachelor's degree, maybe they have a certification, but they don't have the experience and they're struggling to get a good job. And that's very true. But what I have found is that having that knowledge is a critical foundation for your growth. There is only so far that experience alone will take you, especially when you do not have any sort of formal degree in PR and communication. I've seen it firsthand. Your experience is good. In fact, there's a point you will start second guessing yourself when you just don't know, right? So you having that degree or that knowledge is going to be very important. For some of you, getting a certification is good, like that's all you need. The CIPR diploma, it's taught at master's level. Ask anybody that has done that diploma. It is intense, but it is just focused on the comms and PR topics. They have specializations in internal communications, I believe in crisis communications and digital communications, and then the general one, but it's really, really, really focused. Remember, I wanted a broad experience because I see myself as a global professional, right? And if you're someone that you're based in Africa, you want to make sure that you have knowledge that if you find yourself in Europe, if you find yourself in America, you can translate that knowledge that you've gotten and you can apply it to those global contexts. And that's something that the master's degree that I did taught me. So the case studies we're doing case studies, global case studies. We're interacting with people that had global insights, that had worked on global campaigns. Again, it really, really broadened my mind. So I want you, in evaluating whether you should have a master's degree in PR and comms, to really think about what is this going to add to me, because it's quite a lot of money if you don't have a scholarship. I got a scholarship. It's quite a lot of investment in time and money, but I think it is worth it. I don't want you to say, oh, well, this is just an experience-based field, I'm not going to do it. No, being an excellent professional means that you constantly have a thirst for knowledge. So you can see that I haven't even just stopped at, oh, I have this master's degree, I want to go and do this certification, because things are always changing. In fact, the master's degree that I did, the people that are doing it now, they're also learning data analysis because they're updating the curriculum as the profession changes. You may not learn that in a certification that is focused on different things. So really, really assess it. What will I gain from doing this degree? Look at the topics. When people come to me and say, oh, which school should I go to? I'm like, what are the modules? What are they teaching you? How broad is it? How diverse it is? For some people, they know, for example, they want to specialize in development communication. So doing a specialist master's makes more sense for them, which is why I always say it really depends on you, right? So do that research, ask questions, but if you do not have any sort of degree or formal education in PR and comms, I suggest either getting a professional certification, and I recommend the CIPR professional certification, do it, or the IABC. The IABC has the CMP and the SCMP, or invest in doing a master's program. And if you're like me, who is always looking for how to grow, how to develop, how to improve and increase knowledge, even if you have a master's degree, still go ahead and get a professional certification, because at the end of the day, I think it all adds to your competitive advantage, right? It really just makes the difference. And then imagine bringing all of that together with the experience. So please don't gather certificates without experience. You have to balance the two together. So those are my thoughts. I don't think it's a waste of time. I've done it. It wasn't a waste of time for me. And I'm also going to get professional certifications. For me, the mindset is, how can I be the best that I can be in this industry? What knowledge do I need? How can I close any skill gaps that I may have? How can I make sure that I am well grounded in the principles of what it is that I do? And maybe because people say that I'm a geek, I really love school. So there's also something that comes with formal education, the rigor of writing your assignments, going through deadlines. I know this video is longer than I wanted it to be, but I just remembered something. There was a particular class where we had to tell our campaign idea in 100 words. That was one of the hardest things that I had to do, because the idea was really big, but the idea to go straight to the point. So there's so many things you learn that's not just about the formal knowledge of PR and comms, learning how to go straight to the point, how to get people's attention. We learned about jobs to be done, how to know the one thing that communicates to the audience and be able to like expand on that. Look, I can go on and on, but yeah, really think about your career journey. And this is why I always say doing an audit is important. Where am I now? Where do I need to be? And what are the things that I need to get there? For certain industries, they would actually have seen JDs that ask for a high-level master's degree in communications. So if you're in that track, you want to work in that space, you know that definitely having a master's degree is going to be to your advantage. But at the end of the day, for me, the bottom line is improving your knowledge, improving your expertise, and being the absolutely best professional that you can be. But I love to see your comments and your thoughts on this particular topic. Master's degree in comms and PR, is it a yes for you? Is it a no for you? And please feel free to share why or why not. All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye.